spoilers for Nope. Alright, I really like this movie. Jordan Peele, he's up to 3 movies now. I enjoyed all of them. They're all horror masterpieces. Nope is probably going to be one of my favorite movies of the year. Now this is a horror movie, although I would categorize it more under suspense than horror. It's got horror elements in it. To me, at least, it's just much more suspenseful. Suspense kind of horror. That's actually my favorite type of horror. Suspense horror. Not really in-your-face kind of bad, blood squirting in the air kind of stuff. Eerie atmospheric horror, and this movie has a lot of it. This movie has a lot of iconic horror imagery. I really think this movie will have in the future, when people look back on it, when looking at certain shots in this movie, they're going to become iconic, almost classic horror cinema type iconic. A good example of a shot that really sticks with you in this movie is the scene where the UFO is hovering above the house, dripping blood of its victims onto the house. That's like, you almost want to shield your eyes. It's that unsettling. Also, the Gordy scene where Gordy the chimp attacks the actors, pretty grisly. That scene and the UFO hovering above the house, those 2 scenes stand out in my mind the most when thinking back on this movie. The characters are very likable. O.J. Haywood and his sister Emerald, played by Daniel Kaluuya, and Keke Palmer. Excellent performances. I enjoyed both of them. And the character of Angel, also very likable. 3 main characters in this movie. You root for all of them until the very end. The UFO itself was quite a character. Very different take on the UFO genre in movies. Jordan Peele has his twists in his horror movies. They're pretty great. This twist was probably not the most shocking though. Still shocking, but not the biggest twist that he's done. The UFO itself is a creature, possibly alien. I like that they kept its origin ambiguous though. It's like, is it actually extraterrestrial or was it government made? Like the doppelgangers in Us. Those were government made. Maybe is the UFO made by the government? Is it an experiment that went wrong and now it's wreaking havoc? Is it organic? Is the UFO synthetic? Now there's a lot of strong messages, strong themes in all of Jordan Peele's movies. And this one, the theme is, how far is someone willing to go to get fame? What's the cost of trying to capture something, no matter what the repercussions are? You know, that scene with Gordy the chimp, and then immediately after it, when Stephen Young's character, Jupe, tries to tame the UFO, because he felt like he made a connection with Gordy the chimp. So he tries this, it was pretty clear. Fresh coming out of this movie, I immediately compared this movie to Jaws. I mean, it basically is Jaws, except instead of the threat being in the water, it's up there, in the sky, in the clouds. Even more terrifying. There's a lot of setups and payoffs in this movie. I mean, it's the usual with Jordan Peele's movies. Like the balloon that scared Gordy the chimp and caused him to go crazy. That foreshadowed the end. The UFO's defeat. Or the balloon of Jupe gets swallowed by the UFO and blows him up. Like in Jaws, the shark blew up. Also, remember the line from Jaws? Smile, you son of a... In this case, it's literal because Emerald finally is able to take a picture of the UFO with the winking well. Jordan Peele is a genius. Also, the final form that the UFO took, that's when Emerald takes the photo of it, when it's in its final form. If you watch the movie back and look at that picture that she took when we see it in that ending shot, it almost looks like as if the UFO is taking the form of a smile for the camera. At least that's what I saw. I'll watch the movie again, but it looks like it was taking the form of a smile in that final form. The ending is so satisfying. It's edge of your seat, suspenseful, but it's fun to watch too. It's like, are they gonna get this alien? Are they gonna get that photo? Now the title, Nope, still laugh when I say the title of this movie out loud, is obviously what the characters are thinking in the movie when this UFO appears. It's like, nope. It's what the audience is thinking when something scary is about to happen. But I also took it as that's kind of what the UFO itself is saying, in a way. Anytime someone tries to look at it, take a photo of it, film it, whatever, the UFO is basically like, nope, and it cuts the power, it swallows people that look at it. So that's another way to look at the meaning of the title of this movie. The UFO says nope to the characters. Now, verdict for this movie, I said it before, this is gonna be one of my favorite movies of this year. I don't think it's better than Us or Get Out though. I think those movies hit harder with their themes and their suspense and horror elements. But this movie works just as well with the horror and suspense elements and the strong messaging that it has. And I'm giving a score of 8 out of 10 to this movie. Very well done horror. And that is the end of my Nope review. I will see you at the next React.